Hello everyone, happy Thursday. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Dr. Raman. I'm the founder of Excel Health MD. On Tuesdays, my focus is mainly on holistic weight loss. On Thursdays, we'll be talking about wellness. And last Thursday, we discussed about more natural approaches that can help boost your immunity and some dietary supplements. Today, I'll be talking mainly on botanical supplements that I use in my practice. And I will, there's hundreds of botanical supplements out there that are used for improving the immune system. I'll be addressing just 5 of them in the next 15 minutes or so. And just these are the most common ones that I use in my practice and which are more popular and well known to a lot of you. If you haven't watched uh, last week's Facebook Live, please go ahead and look at that too for more additional information. Now, before I start, I do want to know where you are joining me from. So go ahead and post in the comments where you're watching this video from, and if you're watching it live or is it a replay, go ahead and post some comments. I do want to have some interaction with all of you. So without further ado, this is my first one I would talk about is Astragalus. So I don't know how many of you have heard about it. It's really very popular in Chinese herbal medicine. It's been around for thousands of centuries. It's been used along with ginseng and licorice, and it has multiple benefits in for our body system. It has been used for cold, allergies, upper respiratory system infections. And it's also used a lot in integrative oncology patients. It can upregulate your body's WBC count, and that's how it helps with immune function. It's very well tolerated, very few side effects. Maybe some people can have diarrhea. Pretty much it can help with, there are few studies actually, it has shown efficacy with improving heart function. It also helps regulate with improving your blood sugars, and also it has shown decreased proteinuria. So it has shown some improvement in kidney function in a few studies too. So that aspect is there. It also is an adaptogen. So what that means is it's good for anybody who has lowered immune system, but if your immune system is upregulated, like anybody with autoimmune diseases, those people, it is not good to be used. So I would stay away. Those people need to stay away from Astragalus, and also anybody who's pregnant and breastfeeding in general. Now, I forgot to mention before we started, but that these videos are all, and these are only for educational purposes. They are not medical advice. So if you really are looking for medical advice, please welcome to make a consultation or appointment with my office, and I'll be happy to help you out. All right. So that's Astragalus. It's really very popular, and I use it quite a bit in a lot of patients, and it is very safe and well tolerated. The next one is elderberry. I'm sure a lot more people have heard about elderberry, also known as Sambucus nigra. It gets into popularity, especially during the flu season. The flowers and berries from the elderberry plant are the ones that are used mainly. They have several vitamins, minerals. They do have tannins. They do have mucilage, and also they have quercetin, which itself is a great antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effect. In addition, it also has a great antimicrobial effect and antioxidant and antiviral effect. It is very well tolerated, no side effects, and even children can use it. We have seen there are a few studies which show that it does reduce symptoms duration, especially against influenza. So that's why it becomes more popular at that time. So I do like elderberry quite a bit too. But my only concern is most of the time when elderberry is created with using honey. So if you're following a low carb diet, you may have trouble with increased sugar load. But I do know some products that I use which do not have much sugar in them, and they can be also used with a little bit. They do taste pretty good. They are not that bitter or anything. So if you're interested in that, talk to me. I'll send you that way. Okay. All right, I think we're going well. The next one would be Echinacea. So I know it's all over every drugstore, isn't it? All the aisles, you see a lot about Echinacea products out there, and this also becomes it's a very popular herb, and it's been used quite a bit also during the colds and flu season. It comes from the cornflower. It's been well known for a long time. It also has immune modulation effect. It has got antimicrobial and antiseptic effect. It's been also used for wound healing, and it can be used for any upper respiratory infections, and also even against typhoid infection. You can make a tea out of it with using the stem and the roots out of it too. So it can also used in the capsules and tincture. A good brand of Echinacea tincture can, if you put it on the tip of your tongue, can create a little bit of numbness or a little bit pungent taste, but that is a good thing. It tells you about the quality of the Echinacea. So just a fun fact for all of you guys there. So Echinacea also can be used, and it's kind of well tolerated, and pretty much if you find a good brand and good quality one, it's well tolerated and can be used safely. All right, next one is ginger. As somebody from India, we all use a lot of Indian cuisine. We use ginger root is pretty much in a lot of dishes, especially anything with meats and even vegetables too. We use a lot of ginger, so it's been available for again thousands of centuries in all the cuisines. Even in Ayurvedic medicine and also in Chinese medicine too. It's a very prominent herb. It has a great antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effect. It helps with allergies and any regular colds, and also it helps with, in general, overall improved gut health also. In fact, in my practice, I use it for people who want to be taken off the proton pump inhibitors. There's a really good recipe that we use for ginger tea that can kind of help wean them off proton pump inhibitor slowly, if that's what they're looking for. Or it also can just help with any heartburns. A ginger tea decoction, if you boil the roots and make it, it can be used for any kind of decoctions. It has also anti-inflammatory effects that helps with any kind of arthritis symptoms. So that can be used everyday use too. Those who are joining me today, who are joining late, guys, I'm talking about the top 5 botanical herbs that you can use that help with boosting your immunity. All right. So, and the next one will be the mushrooms. Let's go in here. Okay, so mushrooms have been around also, have been used also for quite a bit, but I think most commonly we forget that they're available, and they also help with the immune system boosting. The common mushrooms, that there's several varieties of mushrooms that are used. The most common ones will be cordyceps, reishi, and maitake mushrooms, and they're also edible, so you can probably cook the mushroom and add it in your dishes. That's the best way to take it. And we know mushroom extracts also can be used. It's not only good for immune system, it's also good for anti-cancer properties, and it does have some antiviral properties too. And there's pretty much no side effects or no adverse effects with it. So pretty much well tolerated. Anybody can use the mushrooms. Now, I will throw a bonus here and add an extra herb here, which I did not mention there, which is Andrographis. Andrographis is also very popular in Chinese herbal medicine. It does have, it's very useful for several conditions, including anti-inflammatory effects, antimicrobial, and anti-inflammatory effects too. It does have stimulating effects on the body. It's well tolerated. And I think there were a few studies in China where they have used andrographics, especially for COVID infections, and they showed some benefit there. There are no randomized control trials or anything, but it was used in few patients, I think, who are very sick in China with that. You can use it as a herbal extract, 3 to 6 grams, and it's used only for short-term effect. Only during the short duration of time during the illness is when they use andrographis, especially. It's not for maintenance for a long term. So those are my 5 herbs which can help you with the immune boosting effects, and pretty much most of them are, all of them are pretty safe and can be added into your daily routine or into your cooking habits. And the main thing I always say, like last time, Most of our immune system is in the lining of our gut. So gut health is really an important factor for our health. So make sure you are eating the right foods, and healthy nutrition is the key aspect for long-term health. So if you have any kind of gut inflammation or dysfunctional gut microbiome and a leaky gut syndrome, that can lower your immune system defenses and makes you more prone for any infections. So in our practice, when people come seeking help for functional medicine, our first foundational pillar for to treat them will be healing their gut, because that's where we can bring them a lot of symptom relief and help them with healing their immune system by helping them restore their gut function. Now so food is medicine. That is the first and foremost natural approach that everybody can use to improve their immune system. And we talked about that last time, what type of foods you can use and what will be beneficial. The next natural approach you all can use, anybody can use, is sleep. I think sleep is the most disregarded aspect of our life. So I cannot stress enough how important adequate sleep is. So we all need to sleep at least anywhere between 7 to 9 hours is adequate time. If we are getting inadequate sleep, it also raises our inflammation in the body, and it also makes you more prone for infections. So adequate sleep is important. And regular exercise in general is good for a lot of things. It kind of helps our health, decreases the risk for chronic diseases, any kind of chronic conditions, and all those comorbid conditions like diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, all those put us at risk for any kind of infections. So by regular exercise, eating healthy, and sleep, we can maintain that. And also overall avoid any intake of toxins, especially like things like tobacco use or alcohol. Those do raise our inflammation, and they do have several effects on our health. And also they do affect our organ system. Over a long time, chronic consumption can cause, as we all know, lung damage and liver damage. So that is my comprehensive integrative approach that I would teach anybody, and that's what we teach our patients, educate our patients in the clinic on how to maintain their health. Obviously, there's a lot more detailed and in-depth training that we do in our practice, and there's a lot more herbs and botanicals that can be used. But with our short time here, that is what I wanted to kind of bring a little bit education here and empower all of you to take care of your own health today. Now, if you like this video and you think it is beneficial, please go ahead and share with your friends. I do want to continue with this education series on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. So do join me here, and then we'll have some fun. Now, don't forget, if you're watching this video later too, don't forget to post in the comments where you're watching it from, and I would love to know and communicate with all of you. Thank you, guys. Take care.